Hey, good morning, everyone. What's going on, guys?
Morning.
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 All right, so let's run a little bit of analysis here. So far in the pre-market, we saw a double top around 335, and it looks like right now we're very close to testing yesterday's low. So yesterday when we bottomed right below 3800, which is a massive liquidity grab, as we could see. So we bottomed actually at about 3792 for ES at least. And when that happened, we saw the big rally in the end of the day. So I mean, we've just kind of been arranging. We've had a little bit of election results coming out, but they're not all out yet, so we gotta be a little bit patient with that. We actually have a really good opportunity to buy some calls pretty soon here. Looks like we're gonna see a little bit of a overextension here to the downside. So I don't mind it if this thing continues to sell off. That would actually be great, and that would give us a very nice play. Then I'm also going to draw this top trend line here. So yeah, right here, market can definitely bounce. If we dig lower, I don't know, maybe we go. This is very similar to yesterday. Remember what we saw yesterday, guys? So I like to be super patient with these. Yesterday, this is the upside break. I just inverted it, but we saw tripled, three rejections. And then we saw liquidity grab to the downside, and then we rallied. And then here we saw the ultimate reversal. I told you guys we were going to see a big ass reversal, and that's exactly what we saw. I said it might take a little bit of time. It took some time, I know. But eventually it went to the low a day. I mean, it dropped a ton of points, like 70 points. So right here, we're seeing the exact same thing. We're seeing triple tops, right? Or three rejections off the support. And then we might go lower. I mean, obviously this is inverted, but if you look at that reaction, it's going to be very similar. So look at this. If this actually retests the downside, I will very likely be buying some puts or an ES short. Today's Wednesday. Okay, maybe we'll do some SPYs, but I really like the futures these days. It's just so much easier. Does this make sense though? I mean, look what we saw yesterday, right? We saw a very similar pattern. 1, 2, 3. This time it actually had a very fat rejection, and then it grabbed liquidity first below this support over here before we ran. But I mean, it's basically the exact same setup. Quite literally the exact same setup. It's just in this case, we're seeing rejection, rejection, support, support, support. So right here, I actually kind of want this to go up. I'd love if we retested, say, 3808. This is like 3.5 points higher before we start to go down. 3.5 points higher. Because this would actually be a tad bit of a fake out, I'm guessing, if we just go right here. I just don't think they have enough of the selling pressure quite yet. We also do have, if we manage to reclaim something or even just reject something, we have this sort of setup as well. So we can draw this out. There's a lot of support lines and resistance lines that we can draw out. And then let's see our VPOC if we drag this. So we had a high up here at 45 in the pre-market. 3845, this thing can go. And if we draw that to our now regular market low, our VPOC comes in at about 3815. So we don't have anything on ES right now for the algorithm. We had an Apple short coming in, but that's not confirmed, so I'm not going to take that. So right now it's just all about being patient. There's that big green we're talking about. Let's see what we can identify here in this chop, because I want to see what the volume was in this area. So before this breakdown and just at these lows over here, so our VPOC in this case was 3835. This is where we happen to reject in this area. No rejection here. Okay. So I mean, yeah, 3835 is a pretty big volume level. I would say chart that out. It's not going to show in your SPY because you don't have that level for pre-market, but 3835. Looks like they grab liquidity above it real quick in the pre-market too. So 3835 is going to be pretty key. There's the rejection off of this trend line. So let's go back to our full screen and everything here. We're seeing where the rejection off of this trend line. Oh, maybe we go for low days. So what I'm going to do is actually set a limit. I'm going to set a limit at 01.5 for an ES short. I'm going to alert this too. 01.5 for an ES short. So it's a stop limit order. If it crosses that value, then I'll be filled. Oh, 1.5. So it's just basically a tick below low a day. Let's see what this thing can do for us. We have an SPY signal coming in, but that one's not confirmed either. So again, we're not in the short, but we are just simply waiting to see if we can get that fill. Maybe we get the fill right here. Let's see. Nice. Okay, I'm filled. Very nice. Very, very nice. So we're already in profit here, but I mean, not by much, obviously. We're at 300 level, very key. So I kind of want to, it's a little tricky, but I do think we're going to go lower. Maybe we see some reaction at 300, so we'll be careful. I'll probably scale a fourth here if we have maybe 98. I want a bit lower than 3800. Let's see if we can get that. So far we got about a point, 2 points of profit. See if we can get 98 or maybe 99. Maybe I'll do 99. We'll see. Wait, let's see if we can get the fill. I'm going to set a limit for 98, 1/4 thou. We'll see if we get filled there. This candle doesn't look too bad, but I definitely want to see it close red. Oh, that's kind of ugly. This candle is going to be green now. Jesus, okay. That was a weak close for the sellers. Very, very bad. Because what happens is on this kind of wick, they basically have to close it red or just below this low. Anything below that low, and then they would have been fine. We'll see what we do with this here. I do not want to hold this for a huge reversal. Maybe we average on pops, but that's ugly. Because now we filled this wick as well, and even higher, so buyers are definitely strong at 300. I'm going to hold this, actually, because I think that now that we've tested sort of this low on November 8th, and then we had liquidity grabbing on over here yesterday, below 300, I think we can definitely have a big break today. So let's chart out the low from yesterday as well. 92.75. Let's just code this for. And this music kind of sucks today. Gotta switch it up.
Yo, Chris, are you sharing your screen?
I'm on YouTube, yeah.
On YouTube.
It's reversing, going in the other direction pretty big, but it looks like it's creating a bull flag.
Let's not talk about bull flags, please. I'm gonna hold this. I don't mind holding this at all. We're only down like 3 points right now. Let's see our 3 minute. I think what can happen is the possibility that I'd want in order to stay in this trade is rejections and chop in this area, and then we just accelerate downside, maybe by 7:10. So in 30 minutes we see profit, maybe something like that. That's the ideal setup here.
Hey, Chris.
What's up?
All right. So I opened that Trade Evade account, and I'm just playing on demo, on the demo account. Is whenever you're trying to short, how do you initiate the short? Is it you put a sell limit at like the value you want it to go short at?
Yeah.
And
basically.
then buy at the target below?
Yeah, so I mean, we can talk about this right now, honestly, unless someone else doesn't want to, because we're like the trade has to, we have to wait for it to go into profit still. But yeah, when you're doing futures, right, you're shorting or you're longing. So like when you long, you eventually have to short it back to sell it. But then when you short, you eventually have to buy it back. So yeah, when you do a short position, you want it to go down, you do a short limit. So let's say right now, like the price ES is trading at is 0.5. So you set a limit, say at like 0.6, you want to get a better fill, boom, you're filled at 0.6. And then let's say it goes to 0.2, you set a buy limit order there at 0.2, and then you just made 4 points. Based off,
Okay, so
off
it's
one contract, yeah.
So it's a sell limit at like how you said, I put it in at, let's just say, for example, it goes up to 38.10 right now.
Right.
I put a sell limit in right there. It puts me short once it hits that.
Yeah.
And then I have to put a buy at, let's just say, 3,800.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
What's the difference between doing why is it default a sell limit order and then a buy stop order?
It shouldn't be default. Maybe you have. Maybe you're wait. So how are you looking at it? Because it looks like the it's showing all the bid ask prices, right? And you have to click on the limit that you want, right? I don't trade on Trade Evade, so I don't really know. When I trade here on TradingView, I just press Shift S, Shift B. Because for you, it shows like a little column with limits on sells and limits on buys on both sides, correct?
Yeah.
Is that what it kind of looks like?
I can pull that up. I don't.
Okay.
I kind of X that out. I don't really use the DOM.
All good. By the way, just something to note, guys. So Bitcoin's been absolutely tanking. Maybe you guys saw the FTX news. I don't keep up with crypto that much. But basically what happened is there was like some coin. Okay, someone probably knows more than me, but what I understand, there's like some coin. They were in a highly leveraged, like $990 million position. They basically got liquidated, and the CEO of FTX lost like $16 billion within the last 24 hours. And all cryptos have been tanking, especially Bitcoin. Obviously, it's just been dead because they're just in a super over leveraged position. And now everyone thinks Bitcoin's going to like 14,000. Right now it's 17,600. It just hit a new yearly low as well. So that's something to note if you are in the crypto space. And for the future space, we're just rejecting off the 9. So right here, basically what we don't want to happen is us breaking that high of 09.5. If it breaks above that, I'd be kind of concerned actually. Right now it's wicking off the 1 minute on the 9, or the 9 minute, geez, what am I saying? 1 minute 9 EMA. So we want to continue to have wicks off the top here on the 3 minute 9 EMA and just continue lower. This, oh my God, these candles are really ugly. They need to start closing these as dojis, or else it's going to be pretty bad for us. Okay. So it broke that high. Damn. don't really want to hold this for a big ass loss, but I really do like downside in the morning here. All right, so we're about 13 points lost right now. It's pretty big. We're at VPOC from one of our pre-market highs up here at 46. Just remember that my risk on futures is like, you know, I have a lot of different risk management than a lot of people do. So for me, I'm fine with holding when we're at like 12-point loss right now. I see no tech that's really making a big advancement other than Google. I think the market is weak. I think we're going to see a push to downside eventually here in the morning.
Meta's up a lot too, but
Yeah, Meta's consolidating.
Kris, you have Tradeovate like connected to your trading view?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I still need to get like, I'm just trying to get used to their platform right now. But I will say, I traded yesterday just for fun. In like 5 minutes, I made $300 off of their demo account.
Nice, man. I mean, a lot of people have been telling me that they've been doing very well on futures, which is nice. It's great.
I started out using
We're
the
still
trading view,
holding below this high.
but I like using their app. I feel like I get better feels, but the charting sucks.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like charting on Tradeovate.
Mhm.
I guess I never asked you yesterday.
I gotta go.
I don't want to be too emotional, but I think that we can definitely go down, test 300 head lower. If we want that to happen, I mean, it would just kind of be smart for us to average, right? So if we average, I'll be pretty heavily leveraged here on this position, though, so I want to be careful for sure. I'm looking at ES on the daily on my other screen here. It looks pretty good. Here, the 5 minute as well. So 5 minute closes in about 1:30. If we actually hold below that 90 made, that'd be pretty nice. We could have a pretty big sell right here. We'll see. We're rejecting that top trend line. It's kind of a tricky situation here. We'll see what they want to do. Because if they break it back below this trend line, this easy goes for a low day, and we'll just average here. But they're gonna have to make a move. 5 minute looks absolutely insanely good here. What we don't want is for them to have this next 5 minute, which is gonna open in about a minute here. So first of all, we want these candles to not just have a big green, but we want them to not fill that top wick. To me, this looks good. I think we might see a little bit of a continued sell-off in this area. We want this candle closing strong like so, and not with that wick that we're seeing right now. And again, ES on the, I don't know, like the daily, it looks great. Weekly, it's wicking off the 9. Higher time frame, 1 hour, looks great. We got 30 seconds here. Let's see what they do on the close. And then in about 10 minutes, algos are going to come in as well. To me, this looks like we're going to have a structured sell-off. Maybe they just needed a little bit of a bounce here in the morning, but I mean, otherwise, it looks pretty good. 10 seconds. Come on, let's see a good close, please. We need to see them close it below 10.5, and we're chilling. Very, very good close. Perfect. So right now, I believe we can start downtrending, but we're going to have to break that low that we formed from the last minute right there. And then we're good for downside after that. Another thing is, I'm pissed that we didn't average up there at 15. If we averaged at 15, we would have had an average at 7, and then we would have already been in profit, but that's all right. We're averaging on a bounce here, I think. I just want to wait because maybe we still do take a loss. We got to be careful. We're only 4 points down now, which is amazing because earlier we were down 14 points, so that's really good. We also don't want them wicking this and holding it above the trend line. So a candle like this would be absolutely amazing.
All right, I just went short on my demo at 38.05.
Nice, nice.
I'm looking for 3,800.
Yeah, my fill
So I
for
did a sell.
you should do, if you want to sell it then at 3,800, you want to do a buy limit order there.
Yeah, I put a buy order in there.
My fill
And
is,
if I want to like,
is 1.5.
if I wanted to
so
stop out, I would
Mhm.
do a buy order at like
Just
above
a
38.05.
market buy order.
Yeah.
Can it does it let you market it on the Tradeovate app? Because I've never traded on there really, so I'm not sure how that works.
I'm still trying to figure this out myself.
Okay, well just make sure because
You
sometimes
just
you
click
might
on
want
the
to.
screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
it-
clicking on the screen.
Yeah,
You
click
just
on the
click on the
screen. Shows you where you want it. You put market buy or whatever. You just hit buy.
Yo, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
For the 3801.5, did you put a sell stop, I'm guessing?
Yeah. So
Okay,
it filled me
okay.
as soon as it broke that level exactly.
Got it.
I mean, I think we're good, guys. I'm super pissed that we didn't average because now we would have been, like we could have already sold the position here for like 3 points of profit and we would have been super happy with that, or even been able to risk it a little lower. I think this is gonna pop a little bit right here maybe, and then we can average on a trend line retest. I'd prefer if I just started digging down, but I'm gonna set another stop limit order for a short. Let me see if I can get a good fill. I'm gonna set what do we have here. I'm gonna set it for 03. 03 is a limit for 1-to-1 average.
All right, here we go. Mike, have you been playing trade or futures these days? No more Tesla?
Yeah, I hadn't played Tesla in a while. Once the split happened, I lost money every time I played it, so I just stopped. I don't know. It just didn't work out the same for me.
Have you moved on to futures now too?
Yeah, that's all I've been trading for. I don't know, a while now. Is just the futures.
How have you been doing with it?
Everyone run the futures gang.
It's different, but I like it a lot better.
I think I like it a lot better too, even just after the first day. It's so
I mean,
much
you
less
can lose-
stressful.
It is, but I mean, you can lose a lot of money real quick, but you can also make money real quick. But you don't have to worry about the deterioration on the contracts, which is what I like.
Right.
How do I deposit money into my Tradeovate account? Like I don't see where the deposit thing is on my app.
I don't know how to work it on my phone very well. I did it online.
I did
Yeah,
mine
do it on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got to be on the website. I don't think you can do it on your app.
Dang, they don't want to drop this below.
Hey, we're good. We're good. They're just rejecting the trend line here. I mean, so we have that limit order for 03. I don't even know why I have that limit order at 03 because I don't know what I'm doing. My average is gonna be like 50 cents higher, which is like nothing. But
Yeah, bro, cancel that. Come on.
no, because I just want to go a little heavier. Because if it does break that, I know we're gonna see a fat red going into a low day very easily, and so I'll just make a little bit more money, and I'm fine with that. So everything else is kind of tanking right now. Tesla just tanked pretty majorly. Meta's kind of holding up right now. So we have Microsoft almost in the breakdown. Amazon's just hit new low day about 3 minutes ago. Apple hit new low day 1 minute ago. QQQ just hit new low day. Dow is strong-ish. It's just kind of holding, right? So everything's down. And then NASDAQ almost hit new low day. Oh my God, look at Affirm. Affirm is dead. I'm looking at my other screen, but Affirm's at a new all-time low. See the rest of growth real quick just so you can get a bigger picture outlook. So growth is absolutely dead today. UPST reported earnings and they missed huge on revenue by 7% and then 200% miss on ER. So wow. Square's down 6%. I mean, everything across the board on, oh my God, Disney's dead. Disney's down 12% nearly right now. That's crazy. Let's see if we get the ES fill, by the way. I'm just kind of chatting about while we wait for this to fill. But yeah, across the board, growth is dead. Roblox also had earnings. Oh my god. Roblox missed on revenue by 25%. That is huge. So all growth is dead. Okay, I'm filled on the other ES. Just saying.
I'm watching Low Day Scout.
You are. Hey, Ryan.
What's good?
All right, so my average is 2.25. So we averaged here at
You're
03.
shorting?
Yeah.
Me too. I'm probably gonna short. I'm in Tesla puts. We doing nice after a slow start.
All right, so we want what's a low day? 99. All right, I'm gonna set a 1/4 out for 99. We have algos in a few minutes here.
All right, we're watching a low of the day scalp 377.
There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna be 1/4 out here, guys. Oh,
Ooh,
let's go.
I got Phil, boys.
99
Phil.
fill. Let's see. I'm gonna get fills at 97 here, I think, or 98. 97. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's go. 260 on the day. Futures is where.
Close me out. Let's go. Let's fucking go, bro.
Very nice. So
Holy
that
shit,
patience,
Amanda. I
that
just clutched
patience.
my whole account.
Bro's going crazy.
Wow.
Bro,
Amazing,
I was
guys.
literally down 280 on the day. Now I'm up 140.
Man is going wild. Hey, I love it. I love to hear it. That was great patience, guys.
$410 play.
That patience definitely pays off. So good job holding it, everyone. I'm gonna hold this a little bit longer personally, where I'm still, in profit about 2 points here. So my average is 2.25.
Wow, what done? 3795.
I think we're definitely gonna test yesterday's low. What may happen is we see it pop back up here to maybe 04. That's like the highest I really want to see it go. I don't know if we're gonna fill that bottom. If we fill this bottom wick, I would be very, very excited. Because if we fill the bottom wick, what's gonna happen is we fill bottom wick, we retest then on the next candle. So 40 seconds. And then we have algos at 7 here. This is gonna be exciting. I'm totally holding this. I'm risking it, boys and girls. But I mean, we already have some solid profit here. So if you guys want to exit in full, I mean, I know some of you guys already did, but I'll hold here. See what happens. So across the board now, we have NASDAQ wick low a day, QQQ wick low a day, Apple did not hit new low a day, Amazon hit new low a day, Microsoft not new low a day, Google no, Meta is continuing to go up, Nvidia is dying, Tesla a bit of a bounce here. So it's kind of a 50-50 across the board on tech and the big boys. So we gotta.
Ryan, you're watching 377. I'm sorry, Chris.
You're
I
good.
didn't enter.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
pretty quick. I would be
Yeah,
surprised.
honestly, it wasn't crazy, so it's not bad.
Okay.
We were already in that short though.
Perfect
You already
exit
know.
too.
Yes, sir.
Chris, might
What's
be
up?
a dumb question. I'm just trying to get all my lingo correct for
Okay.
futures terms.
No problem.
So the order type of limit and stop, what
Hey,
is the
Bubba.
difference on sell limit
Okay.
and sell stop?
So basically, when you're doing a sell limit, when you're limiting, let's say you have the price is 3,800 on ES, and you want to buy. So you want to get a lower price on the buy, right? So you set a limit.
Can you hear me?
It's 300, and you
Alright.
want to get
I
98.
just so I lost
Hold up, let me
on one put
I don't know who's talking, but-
$260, and then I came back with a $410 play. I lit.
All right, bro. I just have to mute him because we're in the middle trying to explain something. But it goes 300. Let's say it goes 98. You get filled for your long there at 98. So you want a lower price on the limit. Now let's say stop limit, right? So now it's 3,800. But you say, okay, I know that once it goes above 3,805, it's going to have a huge breakout. So you set a stop limit order, which means when it crosses that value for the upside, you get filled there. So you're going to get a worse fill than the current price, but you're doing that on purpose because you know it's only going to have a breakout once it breaks that higher level. Does that make sense? Same goes for downside. So if you're trying to short, you want 3805, and it's currently 3800. Oh my God, there's the algos. Let's see what we have on the algo minute here, but then you get that fill higher. And then for downside, you see the stop limit. Jesus Christ. All right, the rest of my 3/4 are just dead right here now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm down. Maybe I'll break even on the rest actually. Maybe I can get that fill. I'm down like 4 points. Yeah, 4.5 points ish right here on the rest of my ES. Again, I risked it. I was risking it, so that's okay. Might see a pump here. This is the biggest buy we've seen. Yeah, biggest buy all day. So far, we bounced about 15 points off the lows. We're rejecting that trend line once again. I really do want to hold this to downside. Let's see. 5 minutes still looks great. I'm going to hold this a little bit longer, guys. If it starts to break above this wick up here, it's probably going to start flying, so I'll manage it if it goes all the way up there. What I want is for it to start breaking the 1 minute 9, because now it's just wicking off the 1 minute 9. It's pretty annoying. 3 minute closes in 1 minute. And then for the 5 minute, we're wicking as well. I think this is still in play. Let's see. And then for SPY, let's try out our little gap right here as well. So you have an SPY gap fill between 82.1 and 81.8. So 30 cents, actually a little bit lower, whoops. 0.78. 0.77. So we have this gap fill. Maybe we fill that. So I'm just going to drag it across and we'll see if this gap gets filled today or if we have any sort of rejections around that level. So ES is breaking above that previous wick. It's right there. This is probably going to have a big breakout, so I'm going to look to close the rest in a second here. 5 minute closes in 2 minutes. I'm going to close the rest here. I'm out the rest. That was bad risk management by me on the rest of the contracts. Hopefully you guys made money. I know you guys made money because a lot of you guys just exited at the low day.
I feel like risk management on futures is easier.
It is easier. 100%.
Because like there's a fixed value that you can go for versus like on options you don't have to deal with deterioration.
Exactly. I already know what I'm going to lose every time I'm going into the play. I know what I'm going to lose or gain, of course. Hopefully not lose every time.
And you can basically treat this like a cash account. So like, yeah, you can lose more than you put in, but if you, let's just say, buy one ES lot and then just put yourself a stop limit like 7 points over or below, you can only lose as much as 550.
Yeah, but you guys know that you can't really it's going to auto liquidate you, right? Everyone understands the idea of the margin, right? So when you're doing margin, at least Tradeovate, the margin, I think they raised the margin requirements for this week. I forget what it's at right now. I don't really mind because I'm only using about like 10% of the overall account value per trade here, or less actually sometimes. But when you're entering, it's about 500 margin for ES. So what that means is if you have a $10,000 account, or let's call it 5,000, and you enter with one ES contract, your account just can't go below 500 bucks. If it goes below 500 bucks, you're going to get auto liquidated. So that means it's just going to sell you at market. The broker doesn't care what price they fill you at, but they're going to sell you at market, and then you're going to get filled.
If your total account balance goes down below $500?
Correct. So if it goes from 5,000 to 500, and again, for that to happen, like, first of all,
you have to really fuck up.
No, yeah, you have to be like, you basically just have to be dumb, or the market has to tank and some insane news happens that you're not aware of, or I don't know, like it's kind of impossible for that to happen. If you practice good risk management, which is not putting, I would never put in more than 25% of my account on futures position, because you're going to get auto liquidated pretty quickly if it's very volatile. Right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could basically put in a stop loss exactly at what the equivalent of 550 is, which is what, 10 ticks, 11 ticks.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
so
what
that all you would lose is just the 550, basically all the money that you put in.
Yeah,
your
exactly.
Account.
So if it, but
so
again, for that to
almost
go,
like in options.
Yeah, for that to go that low, like if it goes from your account's at 5,000 and you entered 1 ES, that would mean that you'd have to, how many times over? Is that 9? So basically, ES has to reverse in the direction you don't want by 90 points. I mean, when do we see a 90-point intraday move? Like even yesterday when it was super volatile, we didn't even see it a 90-day or 90-point. It was from what, 60, it's called 70 down to 90. That's still 80 points. So even then, you're still not going to get auto liquidated. Your account's still at 1,000 and you're surviving. And if you held, you know, you'll be back closer to break even at that point. But
you get 28 points on TradeStation. They give you 28 points and then they auto liquidate you no matter what.
Wait, really? Oh, TradeStation.
Yep. Yeah, that's what they told me. I was talking to him last.
Okay, for Trade Evade, it's
signing
just
up and everything. I like the mobile interface too. It's nice.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna see a 28-point loss, like even right here when I took this loss, I took profit at 97, 96, and then I took the rest out. I think at 10 was my fill. Like my loss was very minimal because my fill was 0.2. It was already a fourth out. It was like a 5-point loss or something overall. Like, you know, if you're managing, you're chilling. 28 points should never be a loss that anyone should hit. By the way, just
right, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, of course. Veering from futures here, I mean, this breakout is insane. So I guess what we saw is liquidity here. We weren't part of the liquidity grab because I know all of you guys exited. I didn't exit in full because I'm dumb. But now that we look at the bigger picture, it's a nice breakout. I'm always afraid to play the upside on the charts these days, but say we look at the 5-minute. Quick peek at the 5. So we broke the 9. What happens is we had support, weird sort of stuff here in the morning. It was weird PA, honestly, but like a little bit of fake outs. And now we broke this top trend line. So what happens after we break the top trend line? We're here at VWAP. So from VWAP, we're already having a little bit of red. We'll see what this thing wants to do. We had our VPOC here, which we rejected. So I don't know. If we start to go closer to 35, so if we break 25 on ES, I'm gonna be a little bit, you know, long bias there, because from 25 we go to 35, but it's gonna have some weird PA. If we get close to 35, guys, if we get to even 30, 32, I will long on any dip we see in the midday with a small position. It's kind of like what we saw yesterday, where it's like, I know we're gonna see this move, maybe not, you know, this big, but I know we're gonna see a very extreme move like this. And it just depends on whether we're testing like 32, 30s. Does that make sense? Because like after we reach that level, what's gonna happen is the market makers are gonna want to target their this area up here of 35. Because anyone who's short, even in this area or I don't know, anywhere here, right? Anywhere in this PA, they all have their stop losses at 35. And anyone who wants to go long is looking for 35. So what they're likely to do is break above 35, wicket, huge drop, and then push it afterward. So that's why I want to get off along on the huge drop here. Maybe we get a fill at like 28, 26 kind of thing. Jesus, this is insane. I'm very glad that we exited when we did, though. Very, very nice. They're probably going to target the top trend line, though. I'm really bad at playing these big moves because at a certain point I feel like I'm chasing, but they definitely will target this top trend line up here. On the 3-minute, we haven't seen red since that bottom wick at the liquidity grab. So the buyers are 100% very strong here and very persistent. They're just every single candle, lots of buyers, so keep that in mind. I think they're going to test that top trend line at 27. I'm actually going to set a stop limit order once again here. I'm going to set it for 23.5 stop limit buy order. If it crosses 23.5, I'll get filled on the buy side. All right, I'm filled. You guys can probably get better entries here, like 20s, but I'm filled at 23.5. See if we can push here. If it doesn't push in the next, 1-2 minutes, I'm just gonna exit maybe at like 18, because it's gonna have to push here or it's not gonna push.
Kris, how much do you like futures more than options at this point?
Like 1,000 times more.
Because you're making a shit ton more money, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, like on this most recent play that we did, I'm probably the only one here in the voice chat that lost on that play. I'm guessing no one held with me, right? When we were up here, even for that, like if I had just sold in full, I would have made like a few $100. With options, we would have lost on all of this theta decay. By the way, for this ES long, oh my god, I'm like being ass today, but I'm gonna probably exit here. If it goes to, oh my god, so shit right now. If it goes to 15, I'm just gonna exit. Absolute shit PA. All right, I have my stop loss for 15. Absolute trash PA right now. But yeah, I mean, future is just a ton better. Even when I'm taking losses like this one that I'm having right now.
I don't know about you, Kris, but it just seems incredibly hard for me to see what it's going to do next today.
It's incredibly what?
Hard for me to see what it's going to do next. Like I usually do pretty good with the fib lines, and it's kind of following them, but it's most of the time when it breaks, it gets one, and it's not doing what it should be doing.
It's not doing what it should be doing right now either. I agree. I'm in a loss. When I'm in a loss, that means it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, because I just do the same thing every single day. So
yeah,
the chart, not me today. I need someone to call for a bull flag here, please, so this thing can start to go up. Tricky, that's your cue for a bull flag call out.
Yeah, it's the abandoned baby.
I swear, y'all gonna make me freaking laugh, bro. Oh.
Kris, if you look at the 6-minute chart, I can see a bull flag there.
6 minute. Oh my goodness. What kind of time frame is that? Wait, okay, you're joking, right? I was like, hold up.
Yeah, I'm just
okay. Good.
If you look at the 2-second chart.
2 second? Yeah, easy. I got you. Hold up.
Like if you turn your chart sideways a little bit and
bro, yeah. Honestly, from
a marker,
from a 37-degree angle, it does kind of look like a bull flag, I will say.
Also, if you look earlier in the 1 minute, there was a head and shoulders, maybe,
oh my God.
and then there was after that there was a triangle breakout, and then after that there was.
Dude, I see that. I totally see that one. Not gonna lie. All right. On a serious note, though, we're almost back to break even, which is amazing because I was about to cry if we had a loss there. Ooh, I like this. I'm gonna long. I'm alerting this too. I'm going heavy right here. 22.5 on. I'm just averaging. I really like the chart right now. You guys can go small.
Is that algo?
No. I really like this chart right now.
I was still wondering if the algo alerted anything yet.
All right. What's kind of weird is sometimes I alert stuff on VC and then I don't alert it on the channel, but then I alert it on the channel later, and it's like a different fill than what my actual average is, but that's just because I'm trying to tell everyone the actual price of the thing. All right, let's see how this goes. This kind of needs to push like right here, or else we're going to actually lose in this play. It's got to go like right now to that high. Ooh, there we go. All right, so off the average, what's my average? 22.5. So my average is 22.75, y'all. I'll just mark it out here in the chart so it's easier to see. That's your boy's average. Let's see what this chart decides to do. I really think we're gonna go higher here. Expecting a fat green. This chart looks amazing. Look how many greens we're seeing on the 3. I'm gonna be half out probably just for de-risking. Not yet, but maybe at like 27 or something. That would be pretty good. 27. That's what, 4.25 points. That'd be great.
I'm saying it's going up to 38, 26, 75.
Okay. Come on, yes. I know this thing wants to break out. Well, what doesn't want to break out is all tech right now. Amazon's the only thing I see that's like... Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, they're kind of carrying right now. Apple is not clutching up whatsoever today. Apple's being trash. It's dipping right now. Dow just broke. NASDAQ just broke. ES is breaking. There we go. All right, I'm going to be a 4th out instead of half out, and I'll do the half out a little bit later. I want to get a fill. Oh, don't tell me. Oh. Okay, yes. I want to get a fill at 25. I'm going to set a limit for 25. Jeez, this PA is pretty shit today, I will say. Every time we're trying to get a fill, it always just instantly reverses. So what's really good actually is that we're going to be close to the gap fill. What's not good is with this structure that we're forming going into the gap fill, typically we see a little bit of a larger dip in this area. Like this candle is probably going to break the 9. Break VWAP, maybe test 15s. Yeah, we're probably going to see a little bit of a larger dip here before we hit the gap. That's just what I typically see on this structure. Now the 3-minute looks pretty ugly. 5-minute looks very ugly. We'll see what this does here. If this breaks down below 15, it might try to target the trend line, which would be very bad. So there's 2 scenarios that can happen here, guys. Basically, we have this top trend line and we're kind of consolidating right above it. There's too many trend lines, so they're all contradicting itself. They're selling now. But after we break above, a break below 15 would lead us to the bottom trend line. But we just broke like with a ton of great volume right here to upside. We're about to fill the gap on SPY, and we have the top trend line that they're targeting. So it's a little bit tricky to know what's going to happen here. So what I might try to do is exit actually break even at 22.75 and then just enter a play later. I'd rather hold cash because I don't know, this PA is really wonky today. They might try to liquidity grab it here. It's just so many scenarios that they can do. Like Mike said, it's very tricky to tell what's going to happen today. The price action is really weird in my opinion. So I want 22 maybe. I'll just get a fill at like 22. 3 ticks of a loss. I don't really care. That's fine with me if we can get that kind of fill.
Ooh, the sun is out. How was that rain yesterday, Chris?
It was crazy. I absolutely loved it. Yesterday I made so much money because rain has me vibing. I don't know. I just love the rain and doing stuff in the rain. It's great.
Maybe you can play some rain sounds.
Rain sounds? Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, wait. Actually, we might see a breakout right here. Now that we mentioned rain, the stocks decides to start going up, which is great. I do like the 3-minute. The 3-minute, now that I look at it again, it looks okay. It looks okay, guys. Let's see how this closes. If we keep talking about rain, I feel like this is going to keep going up. So hopefully that happens.
Speaking of rain, we're getting a hurricane in Florida.
Oh my god, I don't know about that kind of rain. That's not too good, bro.
I don't know. It seems pretty good for our long position right here.
Oh, are you serious? When's that hurricane coming?
Bro mentions hurricane.
It's like tomorrow.
Pumping. Oh my god.
Oh
man.
dang! I'm supposed to be going on a cruise, and my port is Miami.
Oh no way! I'm going on a cruise too in Miami. Oh, on Saturday.
Yeah.
What category is it?
Just a Cat 1. It's a
Oh
cowboy.
yeah.
Oh,
but
y'all are
that's
chilling,
not.
man.
That's just a little storm.
Yeah,
that's
that's a little
baby
some
storm.
some. You're chilling, bro.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
little.
what do you-
It's a little market pumper. You
Even
know?
category 5, people are still like, maybe.
Wait, you're going on a cruise, Chris? Are you gonna get internet and try to trade on the cruise ship? That'd be.
What do you mean? Am I gonna get internet? I'm not going unless there is internet, bro.
Oh, but then you're gonna spend your entire cruise like watching. Like, I mean, it's not gonna be that great.
No, I'm not gonna trade.
He's
the whole
only gonna
time.
trade the first hour.
Yeah, I'll trade like until I make some money. That's it.
Internet's gonna be so slow. You're gonna be trying to do a fill. It's gonna
Hey,
be like.
trust the process. The market makers always got me with the good internet, man. Y'all are doubting. I have my connections. You feel me? How do you guys think the market dropped yesterday, bro? I gave him a call.
I thought it was because the midterms weren't as.
No.
They think they expected the Republicans to split.
Oh yeah,
and then
there was
became
supposed to be a red wave. I'm surprised that we didn't see one. Not gonna lie.
not only a red wave, but like it wasn't even conclusive that like there's still a chance the Democrats could hold everything, and then that's people wanted
Oh
to split
yeah,
house, right?
dude. If the Democrats hold everything, I'm just gonna quick politic talk here. If the Democrats hold everything, chaos will ensue in the nation because people are gonna say it's rigged. The Republicans just have to hold one thing, and our nation will basically be at peace for the next 2 years, if you ask me. Like I mean, even if you don't.
Wait, last time I looked.
If you don't talk politics, even then, you should just hope that the Republicans can hold one thing because otherwise, like,
Yeah,
it's
you
gonna be
want to
complete
split.
divide.
You don't want any powers having true
Yeah.
power.
Dude,
and
what you want?
passing any law they want.
You want
balance.
You want balance because what happens when there's balance is nothing happens. So we want literally nothing to happen to our country because either way, Republicans control, it's gonna go to shit. I guarantee. Even though I lean that way, and then Democrats control, it's gonna go to shit. So either way, it would go to shit if they control everything. They just need to have a balance right now so that nothing occurs. And by the way, ES chart looks really good right here. I have to go in 10 minutes, so hopefully this breaks out soon so I can exit. I know a lot of people don't like when we talk politics, so we're gonna keep it minimal just for today. ES looks good. SPY looks like it can break. If you guys want the level, I mean, it's just high day, 1.14, right? For the last 3 values there. This looks really good though. I like the chart. If we can break 25 on ES, this goes higher for sure.
If it bounces off a third time, it's not gonna be good though.
The more bounces, you mean reject, right?
Yeah, reject. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. The more rejections, I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird PA today. Not just
I like
because
it wants to test that 3835 level.
Dude, yeah, that's 100%. I agree. That's what we're targeting. Because if we get 3835, right now I'm exactly break even, or 50 cents down now. If we get 3835, that's like a few $1,000 right there for me. So I'm praying that we hit 35. Yes, sir. But likely the target's just going to be like 27.5 here, which would be about 5 points. It's a pretty good play. I'm really hoping they don't tank this thing because I don't know. They should be pushing.
I do have a pivot at 2850.
Okay, 2850.
That's the next pivot above.
I don't mind 2850. I'm just gonna hold one contract.
We rejected again.
Damn. Yeah, so lots of rejections at 22.75. Tons. I mean, to me, the buyers look like they're in control in this area, or at least they're consistent. I don't know if they're in control. This is kind of ugly because now they might break it down.
Like right now, it has me in a shadow box for my pivots.
Okay. Oh, this 5 minute looks horrible. This 5 minute looks super ugly. I don't even know if I want to hold this play anymore. The 5 minute just, if this starts to go down here, it's gonna go to 15 and it's just gonna go lower. It's gonna go 12, maybe even 06.
1650 is the pivot below.
Yeah.
And then 2250 the mid pivot, and then the high pivot is 28.
Yeah.
Or 2875.
They have to hold it here and reverse it here. They have to close this exactly like this, red, no problem. And
It's at least holding VWAP.
Yeah, and then next candle it needs to start going. Ooh, that was a good. It's gonna be a good close actually. Come on, I believe.
Actually, interest stinks. I'm already fully out my position, but I'm still rooting for y'all.
If it gets up again, it'll probably break 4 times. It's gotta break, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's that quadruple top setup. If it breaks, or if it goes again for the retest, we already know it's gonna break. So I'm still kind of heavy right here. So I'm not gonna lie, I really need this to break. But if it breaks this bottom wick, it's gonna start tanking really fast. So I gotta be careful. Oh my god. Please, for the love of God, do not tank right here on me.
Tank.
Oh.
Tank.
You guys wanted to tank? Oh my god, you guys are all...
I'm in short
Nervous.
and
Oh,
Q.
okay.
Oh, I thought you're just doing that because you know Chris is in heavy.
I'm just
Like,
watching,
no,
bro.
no. This is too much top wick. It's too much heavy up top. This is gonna die a little bit.
No, yeah, I do agree. There's so many tops here. God damn. It's probably gonna tank here. I'm gonna wait for this candle. This is gonna be telling right here. If they break they break 17, this goes 15, this goes 06.
Drink the rate you talk back.
This is their area to turn it around right here. If they can get what is it called? Engulfing, right? They can engulf this candle. 30 seconds left. Top wick, not looking great. So they're gonna probably close this red, yep. Alright, I'm looking to exit, guys. I'll let you guys know my fill on the ES long. I mean, I'm guessing none of you guys are even in anymore, but I'm gonna let you guys know my fill here. Probably gonna be like 16.
Does anyone in here live in LA?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Did Rick Caruso win last night?
No. Gavison. Newsom.
Alright, I'm filled here at 14. Oh my god, that's really upsetting. Alright, we'll see how the PA goes later today. I'm gonna have to dip out now. It's just bad morning. This might tank even a little bit more here to the trend line that we're talking about. Too many trend lines contradicting themselves here. It's just tricky PA. All good.
God damn.
Not only did my NQ win, but my SPX won 100%. Awesome.
Nice, nice. So it's still pretty possible that we go for a gap fill. We're on SPY VWAP here. We'll look for later in the day to see if we can get anything. We should have just broke even when we had the chance. Or exit in this area now that we looked at it. So ideal exit, now that I can see in retrospect here, right? Ideal exit would have probably been this candle here after we retraced that wick. So 18, and it would have been 4 points of loss instead of whatever we got in overall. So that's all good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We just had this trend line retest here, so maybe we see a little bit of a bounce, but they're targeting two levels, either 3800 or 3835. So we're in this range today. Should see a substantial break or substantial moves either direction once we near those levels. Just a heads up. Any questions before I dip out? I know.
No, have a good day.
Tricky day. Yep, you too.
Okay.
See you guys tomorrow. Apologies for the tiny losses. Yep, see you guys.